Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Cassidy. If it's not, thanks for always tuning into my videos. Today I'm doing another scavenger hunt to find my next read. I'm going camping this weekend, which is I think the weekend that you're seeing this. I think this comes out on Sunday. I will already be camping, but I needed to pick the read to take with me. So I thought, why not do another scavenger hunt? I really enjoyed doing it last time, and it's quite recent on my channel, but it was still a lot of fun. I got this idea from Books and Lala, who did her own. It'll be tagged in the description bar below, as well as the original creator that Kayla got it from. I, however, last time really struggled because I felt like the prompts did not work for someone with a smaller collection of books and someone who reads predominantly fantasy. So I asked my patrons to help me come up with some scavenger hunt questions, and I have made my own. Let's get going with the first question. All the questions will be down below, and let's see what I get to read. I'm actually quite nervous. The first question is a book you're glad you didn't judge by the cover. This is an easy one for me. Nomads of the Sea by Kobe Zucker. When I look at this cover, I think that it's a romance cover. It is a military fantasy that is incredible and unique and very cultural heavy, and like the inclusion of different cultures and the discussion on war and all of these other amazing conversations, and it was so good. A high 4-star from me, and I don't like this cover at all. Like at all. I'm sorry, but I think it looks like I'm about to get hee-hawed by a merman. So, this is my pick, nice and easy. Okay, second. Oh no. The second question is a book heavier than this one. This is a beast. It's 700 pages and dense. Okay, I'm gonna need Amazon for this because Amazon tells you the weight of books. It weighs 1.14 kilograms. That feels like a lot. Let's find a heavier book. This feels way lighter. Like, way lighter. What about, I'm scared to do it. Oh, Words of Radiance could be heavier. Let's check. I still think Nomads is heavier. What did I say? I'm going to screenshot this. Can I go by the hardcover? 1.04 kilograms. That does not beat it. Why did I have to pick the chunkiest book? I could try Dragon Mage because it's indie. Oh, I think this is it. Let's check Prairie first, since I'm already... 1.07. Frick, these indies are chonkers. Okay, let's check Dragon Mage. Note to self, next time pick a small book first. I literally just wrote these. 1.08. I think I picked the heaviest book on my shelf. I don't think I have books bigger than this, but I think Dragon Mage was the closest. Could I count, Jade... Oh, this feels so light, because, Jade Legacy as a hardback, but this feels way lighter than this. You know, I did this because I was like, oh, I struggled last time. Apparently struggling this time. 1.08 is the closest I've gotten, right? What about The Shadow of What Was Lost? I have a feeling because it's indie, it's denser. And I don't think I'm getting heavier than it. So I'm probably already going to be cheating. Why is this one in grams? 748 grams. It's just 0.748 kilograms. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. We'll check the hardback of Jade War since I own it, okay? And then we're giving up. Because I literally don't have any other chunky books that I own. I literally picked... Jade Legacy. I literally picked the heaviest book on my TBR. Nope, not even close for Jade Legacy. So, what did I say Words of Radiance was? I don't remember which one's heavier. But going by feel, Dragon Mage is 100% heavier. So, the pick is Dragon Mage. It's not heavier than Nomads of the Sea, but it's the closest I'm getting. So, essentially, if you want to freaking use a book as a weapon, use Nomads. That's insane. Oh, God. A book with the same number of chapters. Guys, it has 99 chapters. This has only got 60 chapters. 63? Come here, chunker. 76? This is the contender. It's going there so I don't forget. Words of Radiance. Honestly, 99 chapters feels very, fulfilling, if that makes sense. It just feels very satisfying. think this is about 88 chapters, so it's winning. Let's look at some of these shorter ones. Oh, this one has long chapters, so it's not going to be anywhere close to that. I want to say Chorus of Dragons has a lot. This one goes over. It has 112, so I think Words of Radiance is still closest. But let's check Name of All Things. Only has 64. I think House of Always is smaller. We're sitting only at 60. This doesn't even have chapter numbers. How annoying. I'm gonna go check the Shadow of What Was Lost. I'll be right back. Okay. Couldn't find anything. Valor was over. Malice was too small. Shadow of What Was Lost is really small in terms of chapters. So we are going with the closest number of chapters is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. A scary time to be alive. All these chunky books. Please end here. The next one is a book blurbed by the same author, or if you're struggling, the author of the book. So this one actually doesn't have a lot of authors blurbing it, but Brandon Sanderson himself blurbs a lot. So I feel like, so you could do it that way. This one has the Name of the Wind. Patrick Rothfuss is the only author on here. The rest were like library journals. Struggles. I'm gonna look around and see. Mark Lawrence is too good. You don't even need a blurb. The frick is this so hard? I feel like I see the same author blurbs on so many of these. I will be back again. Give me a second. Okay, y'all have not seen what happened off camera, but I tore apart my room trying to find a blurb by either Sanderson or Rothfuss. These people apparently need to blurb more books. It's impossible because then I'm currently on Pris's Patreon sprint. And I said, look guys, I need your help. Like, I need a book blurbed by Sanderson or Rothfuss. Everybody got up to look. The comments were going through. We struggled so hard. We finally found one, but I technically don't own it. I did at one point. Here's the thing. I bought this book. I owned it. I took it to Mexico with me. Did not end up reading it. Accidentally left it in Mexico. So we're going with it because the next question is a book with an opposite cover. So I feel like because I don't physically own this one, I can still do this prompt. And it is on my TBR list. I really want to read this book. So we're doing Nevernight by J. Kristoff. I have screenshot proof that it is blurbed. Mel was very excited when she found it was blurbed and then was pissed I didn't own it. So here is the screenshot proof that Nevernight is blurbed by Sanderson. Let's look at the cover of Nevernight. And so we have to find a book with an opposite cover. So it's white, black, and red. So it's mainly white with black. So I think we're looking at black covers. Let's look behind me. We have this that is mainly black, but the guy is dark. We have this that is black. I wish it didn't have white on it though. That would be better. We could do this one, I think, because it's mainly black, and then we do have white font, so it's not red, and red and yellow aren't the same color, but I think mainly I would do it because it's black, and then in Nevernight, the title is up top, and the author is on the bottom, but with City of Dusk, obviously, the title is in the middle, and then author up top. I think I would like it better if it was, like, author on the bottom, like, title on the bottom. Like, completely switched, but I don't think I'm gonna get. I think this is my main contender right now. This is black with a white person and blue. Oh, we had a battery issue. I think I found, so I went and looked through all my black books. I think I found some ones that work a little bit better than this for me. So, technically I want to say, if I'm going color vibes for opposite, white opposite is black. The red opposite is technically green. But there's blue, and I think the blue, I don't have a black and green cover. So I think that this is the closest we'll get with, like, the blue to, like, an opposite color of the red. Like, if you look at the color wheel, I'll show you. But, obviously, in terms of, like, actual cover, like, vibes, this is quite similar. Title up top, author up bottom, person right there with a weapon. So, opposite color, we're here. Or we can go complete, like, opposite vibes. Then I think this is like my most colorful cover. I also have Ashes of the Sun, which is kind of colorful, but it still has the like person in the middle type vibe, where this one is a little bit different with like the title going here, like down the side. So I personally, for me, opposite goes color. Like I mostly think like the opposite color. So I think I'm personally going to go with Mark Lawrence, but I could understand why someone would go with Prairie. So I'm just tearing apart my shelves to find this. So we're going to go with The Girl in the Mountain. The next question is a book published in the same year, or at least closest to. I think that this was published last year, 2021. So I should have a 2021 book somewhere on the shelves. We just need to find one. This is 2021, but I don't know if I want to pick it. I'm a little terrified of picking chunky books because we saw what happened. Ooh, I think this is a 2021 book. 2021. I also think The Splintered King is 2021. Let me look. We have some more 2021 releases. Actually, more than I thought I would. So we have The Splintered King, Illborn, The Storm of Echoes, and The Shadow of the Gods. Now, I've read most of these. I haven't read The Shadow of the Gods, and I haven't read The Splintered King. So I think I might go with one of these, since I've read the rest. Oh, I haven't read House of Always either. Do I do House of Always? You know what? The one I'm most excited about is technically House of Always. So let's do House of Always. So, House of Always is our pick for a book in the same year. Published in the same year. Oh god. The next prompt is a book with reverse amount of pages. So, gotta look. Oh, wait, nope. That's... Thank the Lord. That's we need the actual book pages. It ends on 500. I don't think that works, because then it would only be 5 pages. Okay, we're gonna do a different one then. The Splintered King was the next one I grabbed. So, let's do The Splintered King, which is... God, why am I doing this to myself? This is a scary prompt. 636 pages. So, essentially, in the closest to 636 pages, this kind of was a bad idea of what this prompt is. Essentially, you would pick, like, you'd go to the page, and if it was 385 pages long, you would then do 583 pages. It's just that I landed on 636, which backwards is 636. I had not good luck with this, even though I created it myself, you know, with some Patreon help. Closest to 636. This is not going to be long enough. These are hard. Okay, can I at least get into the 600 range? 577 is pretty close. I think 590 is closer. Jade Legacy is going to be way too long, I think. Way too long. The Name of All Things. If I'm counting the, like, excerpt, this one goes to 607. Not close enough. I've really just destroyed this bookshelf. I'm giving up. We're just going with this as it's the closest to 636. 605. What about the Pariah? I buried my questions. Did I check the Blooded Faith? I did. Okay. The next question is first letter, last letter. E. I do not own Elantris anymore. I got it. I have an E. So first letter, last letter. The last letter of this title has to start with the first letter of the next one. Empress of the Fall. The next question is a book with a similar spine. This is what my spine looks like. We have the series name, title, author, a little doodle here, and like a circle thingy. I need to put some of these back. Like this is... Okay, similar spine, similar spine, similar spine. For me, I want to say the main thing I notice is like a doodle here and a symbol in the middle. Prairie has a house in the middle and a circle. And the writing also goes vertical, if that makes sense to you. Like, I think that these do give me vibes that are the same. Like, doodle, circle, writing this way. The only difference is that this thing has, like, a top part, but this also has, like, a the dragon wing right here that's kind of covering. I actually think that these give me similar vibes, but let's keep looking. None of those work. Wise Lockmore doesn't work. I could do the book 2. 100% similar spine. The Splintered King could go in there with like this circle, but I feel like the house and the buildings match way better in my opinion, and like these are colorful and they kind of have like a different shade going on. I think those match better. Fireborn has a doodle on the bottom, but I don't think it doesn't have that circle. I think the other one that kind of matches is the Shadow What Was Lost. So let me put the Sunsword Quartet in the middle. I personally think that Prairie still matches better in terms of like color vibe, and like there's something at the beginning, and the bottom is a house. It's a man on Shadow What Was Lost, but on both of these, it's a building. Apparently Prairie, I had an agenda. I wanted to get Prairie on this. So I think I'm going with Prairie for similar spine. And the last one that is making us choose our book is Next Color of the Rainbow. I struggle personally if this is orange or yellow. Because, so essentially for this prompt you're going ROYGBIV, but then black, gray, white is what I would count. ROYGBIV, black, gray, white. So if you had a white cover, you would then start again at R. By purple cover, you would start at black. I'm counting those. So ROYGBIV, black and white, and then you can put gray in the middle too, because some covers are gray, but mostly black and white. So if this is orange, the next color is yellow. If this is yellow, the next color is blue. I'm gonna do a quick poll here, okay? Also just realized I said blue comes after yellow, and apparently I can't do a rainbow because green would come after yellow. Rachel said yellow, Mel said orange, so I'm texting the patron. We have an orange? Like, here's the thing, like, for me, that is orange. I see orange and yellow in this, so I can't decide. Oh my god, we have an orange, we have an orangish yellow, we have a yellow. Because if it's yellow, that means I have to read a green book. Which, I think these are my closest green books. We have Ashes of the Sun, which is like yellowish green, so I might maybe do this one because yellow comes after orange and green comes after yellow. So if we're calling it orangish yellow, I actually think that this one fits really well. Like, there's like plants and stuff in there. Like, it is actually quite green, but also yellow at the same time. So I could do this one. But if we're calling it yellow, I also have these 2 green books. So we have Emperor's Blade and First Become Ashes. If we're calling it orange, I have The Waking Fire, which I struggle with too. Like, is this orange or yellow? Like, this is orange and this is yellow. You know? Apparently Scavenger hunts and me aren't friends. But this was a lot of fun. But apparently I think too hard. There is a green dragon. I asked around because no one can decide if Prairie is orange or yellow. So sound off below if you think Prairie is orange or yellow. To be honest, to me, I think it's yellow. But I get that there's like orange in it. But other people say orange, some people say yellow. We're all like undecided. So I asked a friend what would they think about me doing yellow and green. So this is the next book in the next color in the rainbow is going to be yellow and green. So we're doing Ashes of the Sun by Django Wexler, which is a book I'm very excited about. You can see my first impression in this in my latest Try a Chapter test, where I read the first chapter of 8 different Orbit books, gave you my thoughts and first impressions, and the star rating that I will predict the book will have when I finish reading it. Which is good, because then I'm getting a start on reading those books, so then I can react to it eventually. I'm very excited. This is about 2 siblings, one who wants to destroy the Empire and one who's working for the Empire, and the first chapter was so good. So this is a 5-star prediction for me, and I'm very excited to read it. So this will be the book I'm taking camping with me this weekend. Who knows if I'll finish it, but thank you for participating and reading and watching along. If you played along, let me know. If you do this video with these questions, please tag me, but also please remember that I did get this idea from other people, and it is always nice to tag their videos as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far to the end of the video, leave down below if you think Prairie is orange or yellow. There's no emoji, I just need orange or yellow. Because I am about to have a quarter-life crisis about if this is orange or yellow. Like, what? That's a yellow cup and that blends in. I think it's yellow. I think that the fact that there's orange tree in it is just deceiving. Anyways, if you'd like to connect with me on other platforms, my Bookstagram, my Book Twitter, and my Goodreads are all linked in the description bar below. Have yourselves an absolutely remarkable day.